All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Machakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruits, to Brother Kasha Quala from the GMS Atlanta Church. Back at you with another lesson, and I'm going to call this the contractions, okay? So I'm calling this the contractions because as we see right now, we see certain contractions happening. You know, like a woman in travail. I got a few precepts lined up with that word travail in it. All right, with that word travail in it, and I want to go into what a contraction is. All right, because right now we're experiencing a shorter span of contractions to this place, which we call America, into the whole world, the oikoumene. Okay, and the Greek means all, everything, the whole world, all the inhabitants of the earth. We've seen the contractions going on in South America, North America, the Asiatic continent, Russia, the African continent, the Australian continent, especially Australia earlier this year. Um, you can see it going on in Europe. You can see it happening all over the seven continents. Okay, and these contractions are getting closer and closer together. All right, in 2019, it was like a contraction every 6 months. You know, here and there and here and there. Now these contractions are going on month to month. Now they become more closer together. All right, so I'm gonna go into that later on in this lesson. But first, I want to read this first precept that we all know all too well. First Thessalonians 5:3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, that sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Exactly. When a woman's about to have a baby, she can't escape those birth pains. They're there, and they're there to stay until the mission is accomplished. Which, in that case, having the child or the son come out. Okay. In this case, the mission that's going to be accomplished, and finally the travail or the contraction will stop, is the nuclear ICBM missiles. That's the birth. All right. All of these race riots, these earthquakes in diverse places, that the prophecies speak about. Isaiah 4:1, where it talks about women shall cling on to one man. What else? You got in Second Esdras, the 15th and 16th chapter, just speaking victuals to become so good cheap that they think they should be in good case. All right. This one right here, peace and safety. These prophecies are the contractions of this place. All right. And when these prophecies start happening more and more and more, we understand that the contractions are getting heavier, meaning the birth pains and the ultimate mission at hand is about to be accomplished. All right. And that's literally, the contractions are going to get so hard that the womb of the silos that the missiles dwell in are going to open up and birth a missile out straight up, because it can't hold it no more. They're going to have to get to a point where they got to press that button. All right. So it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, and that's what everybody's saying. Oh, this will go over, coronavirus, 5G, man, whatever, man. Okay. The Esau's working off the lies and the theories of these people. He's over sensationalizing things. All of it is a part of agenda. Oh, 5G. Oh, coronavirus. Okay, that's fine. All right. What he's really doing is trying to get everybody to think a certain thing. Everybody blowing up things on the internet, on social media, just so he can crash it, just so he can make it seem like it's false news. So we got to shut it down. We got to shut the internet down. It's all a part of the agenda. Dealing with this so-called self-proclaimed white man, you're dealing with his lies and his cover-ups. Okay? So all of this is in place for him to do something. Okay? I did a lesson a few days ago called E and his gradualism. He gradually works to the steps that he wants to get at, but ultimately they're steps of the Lord. All right? He's just getting finagled by Satan. then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Exactly. Meaning what? They're going to be thinking they're in good case, and next thing you know, Esau coming down with the hammer. All right? It says, as travail upon a woman with child. Exactly. The contractions are going to become very heavy. All right? So let me go into birth. All right? This is a literal site to where you can get information on birthing, all right, or having contractions or signs of labor. All right, I'm going to get straight to it. What are the signs of labor? All right. This is what I want to read right here. It says you have strong and regular contractions. All right, so it says let me zoom in real quick so y'all can see this. It says a contraction is when the muscles of your uterus tighten up like a fist and then relax. All right, do you not see this going on with America right now? January, February, and March was real tight. Don't be surprised if it relaxes a little bit. All right? Don't be surprised if you see things may go back to quote unquote semi-normal again, just to get the people in a relaxed state of mind. So what? The 1 Thessalonians 5:3 can come to pass so they can continue thinking peace and safety. Oh, we're still in a free country. Oh, we're still good. Don't be surprised. Okay? Don't. It's just the contractions of the ultimate plan that the Lord is devising. You got to understand these scripts and how they have to come to pass. And if they got to come to pass to where everything seems like it goes back to normal, well, so be it. But we know another contraction is coming. Okay? It says a contraction is when the muscles of your uterus tighten up like a fist and then relax. All right? Contractions help push your baby out. What's the baby in this case? The ICBM nuclear missiles. As of right now, we're not to the stage where the ICBM missiles need to come out yet. That's just straight up. We're not there yet. Okay? But we're getting to the point where that chip is going to have to come. That's a mission that's going to be contracted and pushed out soon. Okay? It says, when you're in true labor, look, when you're in true labor, America's in a true labor right now. The world is in a true labor right now. Your contractions last about 30 to 70 seconds and come about 5 to 10 minutes apart, meaning boom, 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 boom. They're quick. You get about 70-second 5 minutes later and it hurts again. That's what you're seeing right now. So I told some bros this, take January, February, and March, those contractions, so a 3-month contraction, put that in a span of 1 week. So what you had in January, a top general from Iran getting smoked. All right, America making a move on them. All right, the inception of the coronavirus in January. What else? The big ass fire that happened in Australia. Okay, killing over 1 billion animals, killing some people, canceling tournaments. Okay, think about that. Then you had February. Coronavirus cases just increase. February 18th was the last time America saw 30,000 in the Dow Jones. It dropped almost 10,000 points in a month. America went into a bear market. People losing jobs. 3.3 million people losing a job in a week. Now you got in the start of March, 6.6 million people lost their jobs this past week. Okay, not including the ones. Think about all of that happening in the span of 1 week because the contractions are going to get strong. That's just some of the things I named. Legislation being passed. National state of emergencies. All these things. The stimulus bill. The elections going. All this happening in 1 week. Think about that. Take all those 3 months, Kobe dying, all sports shutting down. Take all of that and put it in 1 week. Then we'll see how people react. Because we saw how people react in a 3-month span. They scared as fuck. And nothing really happened. Nothing really, in the sight of the men of the Lord, nothing really happened yet. But take all that in 1 week. Then we're going to be like, whoa. Okay? So it says, they are so strong that you can't walk or talk during them. That's right there. The men of the Lord and the prophets are waiting for those type of contractions to this place. We're waiting for that. Okay? They get stronger and closer together over time. And the prophecies are going to get stronger and closer together in short periods of time. And we can see that happening this year. And one of those prophecies that are going to happen is the Lord cracking those skies. And me personally, hey, speaking as a man, I can see that happening. Real talk. Okay? You can see it. Let's go to Psalms chapter 48, verse 6. Fear took hold upon them there in pain as a woman in travail. Okay? You can see, I'm applying this script. You can see the fear of the people right now. I can't go nowhere anymore without seeing gloves, face mask, or bandana, or something in that nature. The other day, I met up with Bishop Atazawam at a Quick Trip, or which is a gas station here in Georgia, and a woman walked in the Quick Trip store with the helmet, with the whole plexiglass face mask. Like, what am I looking at right now? I'm not looking at someone trying to protect themselves from coronavirus. What I'm looking at is fear. And Esau is playing off the fear. Let me get Jeremiah real quick. Jeremiah 50 and 43. The king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands wax feeble. The king of this Babylon right now, Babylon the Great, he's seeing these prophecies come to pass, and his hands are waxing feeble, meaning getting weak. He's getting scared. Esau is getting, that's why he's making these moves, because he sees the prophecies and he knows Yahushua is coming back. He saw it on that little space diagram, that big old chariot coming, that's like 2 times the size of the earth, coming straight for the earth. He saw it. He knows Yahushua is coming back. That's why we see him making his moves. He's getting more sloppy with his lies. Okay? People are starting to wake up. It says that anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. These contractions. All right? Here's a basic definition of the word contraction in the Google. Let me zoom in so y'all can see it. It says the process of becoming smaller. And what's becoming smaller? Esau's kingdom, Esau's economy, Esau's military. All right? Things are starting to become smaller and stretched thin. It says the process in which a muscle becomes or is made shorter and tighter. Right? A shortening of the uterus muscle. And we know this place to be Babylon the Great, which is that whore that sits upon the beast. We know this America is a bitch. That's why we always say, don't let this bitch, get you over, man. Fuck this bitch. All right? It talks about that in the book of Revelation. The whore that sit up upon the beast, man. Okay? It says the shortening of the uterine muscles. So this bitch's uterine muscles are contracting right now. It says occurring at intervals before the enduring childbirth. And the childbirth is what? The ICBM nuclear missiles, when that womb opens up and that baby comes out to destroy this place. You see? They're just contractions. All right? But these contractions are getting closer and closer together right now. Let it play out. Just like if your rib is having a baby and she's having the contractions, you're just going to have to tell her. You got to let that play out. Go through it. And that's the same thing we telling E. These prophecies, you're going to have to let it play out, playboy. Go through it. And just understand we're going to take the place. And it's going to be a way better place. Okay? When we get on top. So go through it, nigga. Alright, E. I ain't talking to you scumbag, peon, Edomites that I see on a daily basis. DuPonts, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, okay? Vanderbilts, so on and so forth, you elites. That's who it's being directed to. Go through your contractions. Because Yahushua is coming back to take this place down. Straight up. Alright? Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Achakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Brother Kasha Quala from the GMS Atlanta Church. Until next time, I want to say shalom.